Thank you, Madam Speaker. You know, Madam Speaker, it's almost 8 years to the day, on October the 23rd, 2017, that a Liberal health minister said he was going to introduce legislation to make the Chief Medical Officer of Health independent. And that was just weeks after his government had gutted the Medical Officer of Health's office staff, expert staff. The Premier has resurrected that 8-year-old commitment, and we are expecting to see another bill to be tabled to make the Chief Medical Officer of Health independent. Madam Speaker, for the Chief Medical Officer of Health to be independent, they have to have sufficient expert staff in their office to do so. Otherwise, they're going to be reliant on staff from outside of their office who are not independent and are subject to the whims of their political masters. So will the Premier ensure there will be sufficient budget for the Chief Medical Officer of Health to restaff their office with the experts that they need to protect the health?
I recognize the Minister of Health.
Madam Speaker, to the members opposite, thank you very much for highlighting this accomplishment. We're quite proud that we are asserting the independence of the Chief Medical Officer of Health, and you'll hear this later today. So thank you for that. Number two, yes, for a Chief Medical Officer of Health division to work properly, they have to have the adequate staff. And we've already worked with them to be sure that they have the adequate experts. They can look outside when necessary, but we will assure that they are funded appropriately, as requested, as needed, and thank you for bringing this point to the People's Assembly today.
I recognize the Leader of the Third Party.
Madame la Présidente, l'indépendance du médecin hygiéniste en chef dépend de son patron. Actuellement, le médecin hygiéniste en chef relève de sous-ministre de la Santé maintenant, même si son rôle est considéré comme équivalent à celui d'un sous-ministre. Lors des élections, le Premier ministre s'est engagé à rendre indépendant le Bureau de la santé publique de la province, mais celui-ci fait toujours partie de la division des affaires francophones, des services pharmaceutiques, de l'assurance maladie et des services médicaux, dirigé par juste un directeur exécutif. Dans le discours de trône de cette année, l'engagement est de renforcer l'indépendance du médecin hygiéniste en chef encore une autre fois. La Première ministre peut-elle dire à cette Assemblée à qui il rendre compte? À la Première ministre, au ministre de la Santé ou à l'Assemblée législative?
Je reconnais le ministre de la Santé.
Madam President, to the members opposite, you know, we are looking at the finer points of how the independence will exist. This is the first time. And so right now we keep the reporting structure, recognizing that the Chief Medical Officer of Health is indeed independent, will respond to the public, will report to the public, has protection of their job. The hierarchy, or the way that happens within health, remains the same. There has to be a reporting structure. Otherwise, the Chief Medical Officer of Health would report to you, Madam President. So there is a structure. We are anticipating that it will work. That person's office will remain independent, and there has, in every instance, a need for a structure reporting alignment, and we think it will work. If it doesn't, we will address it. Thank you.